Alright, so we're going to be cleaning a factory-built fireplace today, and inside of it is a gas log set. So what I want to point out is how things are set up here. I first set out the drop cloth, the 9x12, 12-foot wide, 9-foot deep, cover all the way up to the base of the hearth, like this, because when we're sweeping, some of that dust will come out. I also will be putting my knee pads right in the middle, a flashlight, my hand tools there. The vacuum will always go on my left, and over here on my right is my handbag full of tools. And then over here is the Viper, which we will use to clean the chimney when it's time. So we'll go ahead and get started. Always use your knee pads to protect your knees. First we're going to do a visual inspection with the light and make sure that this chimney really does need a sweep, that it's dirty, and inspect the screens, the air holes, check to see if there's an outside air kit, the function of the damper, and just make sure we identify the type of unit that it is and that we know what we're going to be getting ourselves into. So this looks like a standard factory-built fireplace, ready. It's probably been 3 years since it's last been cleaned, and it does have a gas log set, so we're going to go ahead and dust the logs off one by one. So we're going to turn the vacuum on and dust them off. Drop cloths should always be maintained clean at every job. The dirty side, if you reuse the drop cloth, should always be put up. So in order to make sure the drop cloth lasts longer, we always vacuum the dust that we create right around here so we don't grind it in and really get it dirty fast. So now we're down to the log rack. You make sure it's in good condition. Usually has legs and has prongs. The prongs always go in the front to keep the logs from rolling out. You could put it in this way and it would work, but usually it also has a shape to it to go in correctly to match the shape of the walls as it tapers to the rear narrower. So we'll place this over here. This is the log set. In this case, it's already disconnected for us, and the sand is missing. Typically, a gas log set will have about 5 pounds of sand, and there's burner jets drilled in the bottom of this hole, or holes drilled in the bottom of this pipe, which will shoot the gas into the sand and diffuse it and create a very even flame across the surface of the sand. So we're going to clean it. Being unused in this case. We're going to dust off the walls, the screens, the dust. Here. ready to sweep. So I'm going to move over here and bring my Viper up. Position my flashlight in here usually. Sometimes I'll pull the screen shut because as I sweep, the soot's going to come down. And if there's a door here, I'll close the left-hand door to prevent that soot from moving out. Bring a Viper up here. Undo the latch right here. Free it up. And then this is the tension device right here, which controls the amount of tension on the Viper. And then it will creep out. And we bend it and go up the chimney. And we go up, up, and up. And the soot's coming down. And we turn our vacuum on. Get back here. Prop the flashlight on there. Take another tool. Hold that hose in place. You're going to be running it up like this. We come down. Like that. Run this wheel all the way in, a little over tension. Lock it, and then we set this aside. And the sweep is done. And now we clean up the floor and one more dusting inside. This is also a good time to pause and have the customer come over. And John, if you would be the customer, I'm going to have you come over and say, hey, Mr. John, if you'd come over and look at this pile of soot in here. I got all this out of your chimney just now. So all that soot was piled up. It was all the way up your chimney, and now we swept it down into a neat pile right here. So just before I vacuum it all up, I just want to show you that we really did clean your chimney today. Okay, great. I can't believe how much soot there was, etc. Okay, great. Well, that's all I wanted to show you. Thank you very much. And then I go back to my my vacuum. Again, I'm always using my knee pads because you got to protect your body for the long term. We're going to vacuum it up. Great. And the hose, we usually just wind it up at the top, around, and then just find a place where you can friction fit it in, kind of like a crude knot. And that'll just hold that up out of the way, and you're temporarily done with your vacuum. If we had glass doors, we would also use our cleaner, our cleaning spray, and then clean the glass both sides. Use fresh towels. The lint-free towels work best. Terry towels can scratch if you use a regular terry towel. Let's see what I have. So this is a lint-free towel that's very dirty, but this won't scratch. It won't scratch. So we could wipe this surface and it won't scratch. If we were to use a paper towel will scratch metal surfaces. So just be aware of that. But we really prefer these. They're $10 for a pack of 10 or 20 at Home Depot. There's blue, orange, yellow, etc. So always have a pack of these. And then we have a glass cleaner that we use to clean. The pressurized spray is preferred. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this back. So you could pause if you want to.